Welcome to CBS Cosmic Brothers and Sisters, where we introduce you to your favorite aliens from across the galactic universe. This is your introduction. No AI needed, as you can tell in this video. We want you to grab your favorite tinfoil hat because we're about to dive in deep to beings that you only wish you could meet. Maybe look just like you, maybe not. Let's find out. Emory Smith talking to David Wilcock on Cosmic Disclosure. Grab your favorite tinfoil hat. I've got mine on. Let's go.
When they get to that level, they are actually, a level of consciousness that's beyond like billions of years from now. They get to that light body form, and you can be whatever you want and go to any dimension and help out and do whatever. But I believe that one of them died here in a 3D state shape that how we found him was kind of like a translucent blob with like a jellyfish, but longer. And I think since it had light within it, I think it might have been one of these very higher dimensional beings that was maybe in the mode of shifting, or maybe they had some way of capturing this type of energetic form, like somehow encapsulating it and then bringing it in. But it did give off light. But it didn't give off any type of frequency that we could pick up.
So it was approximately like an oval, like a human type of shape, but just in a very general sense?
Yeah, it kind of looked like a cookie cutter, like you make those cookie cutter doughboys at Christmas, but very bulbous and round and very liquidy.
And how tall was it?
The one I was on was about 6 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did it have any differentiated features that you could identify with the autopsy?
Well, that was the problem, is the pieces of equipment they gave me to utilize to take the specimens did not work because the tissue was fluid. Oh. So we were just using syringes, basic syringes and needles and special suction devices, and we're sucking just very small amounts of different parts of the body. That's all and I don't know where that was my own conclusion, by the way. I don't know where this being came from or how it even got there. Later on, I learned more about extraterrestrials, and that's how I put two and two together. And of course, of transdimensional travel with extraterrestrials and how they do it, and so forth.
So I would assume this had some sort of thicker membrane to hold the fluid in.
Yeah, it did. It was about 1 centimeter thick, and it reminded me of a very thick Jello. And when you cut it, it had a glow to it. When you cut
inside.
it, yeah, kind of like a calamine light stick glow.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it would just go away, and then that's when they said no more cutting. Start using needles and suction, very, very sharp suction devices we have that are very, very small, like 30 gauge suction devices, like 30 gauge needle type suction devices, and we were taking very small amounts of different parts of the body.
What would you say the viscosity of the liquid was inside? Was it like water? Was it more like a thick syrup, or?
Yeah, it was like a clear maple syrup.
Okay.
Yes. And there was parts inside that you could see that were giving off light pink and purple and yellow. But it looked like they had shapes, because this is a translucent being, but it's like you're looking into a clear Jello. So it's distorted what that was. But they would not let us take any samples of the colored liquid.
Wow.
Maybe someone else did, because it was, so compartmentalized. A lot of beings, a lot of different technicians had different things they did. And I wasn't that advanced at that time, so I did very simple things.
I think probably one of the hardest things for people watching this is going to be, come on, man.
Yeah.
You didn't try to ask anybody a question about what these things are, where they came from?
No. I signed a very big briefing document, and I knew what I was kind of getting into. I thought I was going to be actually doing just cadaver work on soldiers. But it wasn't. When I got in there, it was, it started escalating, and then I knew how serious it was. And I've also heard of stories, whether they were true or not, of, people talking, after hours and things, and, they go missing really quickly. So it was a very high turnover rate for technicians there, for clinical specialists that were doing this type of work. So I was really good at keeping secrets and keeping my mouth shut, and it got me really far, and it was frustrating to a point. But I was so intrigued, and it was so, I was just so enthralled with it. I actually kind of got obsessed with going to work and wanting to know more and more and more because I was coming up with my own conclusions. And then I just started studying it on my own, which there was really nothing out there, you know.
Whoa. Whoa. How similar, yet how different. 2 eyes, 2 legs, 2 arms. 2 eyes and yet so different. We're all liquid inside. Saline bags full of bones. How similar. Here come the credits. Leave some comments, like and subscribe. Like your cosmic brothers and sisters, please. Always like your cosmic brothers and sisters. No AI necessary in this video. No AI needed.